What a way to start a season. Man United have run riot over Leeds by 5 goals to 0. Welcome to Manchester United Matters channel. Thank you for watching in. Paul Pogba and Bruno Spab, and Jordan Sancho debut in there. That is all what we really had to tell you onto this day in here. Guys, how are you and where are you watching from? I know you guys have lots of things to say in there. Coming up in a very big style in there. Last time it ended 5, it ended 6-2. This time it has ended 6-1. The only difference being that Paul Pogba was the man in there. And we are really going to be having a very hard time to choose who the man of the match was, because Paul Pogba, 4 assists for Paul Pogba. Bruno Fernandes scoring a hat-trick. So my man of the match, I don't know who you think is going to be your man of the match, but I think it's really going to be a tight race between Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba in there. So guys, if at all you're new to this channel, subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in a daily. Lots of things that I've watched into this game, and we are really going to rumble in there with Rokani David. Now, United started off very well. Remember, I was a critic of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's squad in there, asking myself, why is it Danny Van Beek not on the pitch? Because I thought Danny Van Beek deserved all the right to start into this game. But he went with Scott McTominay and Freddie in there, and they did some good job with their Freddie scoring a goal, Scott McTominay playing well going forward. But that was because a team like Leeds is not a team that sits down. If at all you find a team that sits down, that sits back, you're really going to get tough times to break it down, because Scott McTominay and Freddie cannot do that. But Paul Pogba coming out and proving to us that on a good day, he is the best midfielder in the world. And we've seen him, all those passes. He missed out on what would have been the first goal of Manchester United in there. Remember, Mason Greenwood gave him that ball. He did a step over and really hit the ball to the side netting in there, but that would have been the first goal of Manchester United. But United, from the word goal, looking to be like a threat. They looked like they wanted this game. It looked like they wanted to make a very big announcement of the season that don't really rate us or put us off the title, making a very big goal margin in there. United on the top of the table. 1 game played, 5 goals scored, 1 goal conceded, and 4 goal differences in there. And this shows you that how United is really going to start off this season. It's now a very big difference from how we started the previous season and how we have really gone ahead to start off the season. Remember, almost with the same lineup, David De Gea in goal against Crystal Palace. That was the first game that United played last season in there, and we lost 3-1. You remember, same team almost in there. But this time round, everything has changed. United has come on and played a team which goes by name Leeds and scooped 3 points with 4 goal difference in there. So it shows you that this is a very big statement made. And I've been hearing Jimmy Beglin in there, the man who was behind the microphone presenting this game of Manchester United versus side which goes by names of Leeds, and he said that United have won. United have scored 4 goals past a team which goes by names of Leeds without Anton Martial, Jadon Sancho, Rafael Varane, Edson Cavani, and Marcus Rashford. Without 5 players that you know that are really good starters who are really going to be competing for this season. So it shows you that even the other side of United can really come up and do the needful in there as we expect them to do. So, guys, what do you think about this win of Manchester United? But it's really good to see that United have really gone on to win this game without the likes of Rashford, Martial in there, who just came onto the bench. But on your screen are what we call the team statistics in there for the 90 minutes. United had 16 shots. Leeds had 10. United had 8 shots on target. Of those 8, only 5 went inside. Leeds had 3, and of those 3, only 1 has gone inside. 49% ball possession for Manchester United and 51% ball possession for Leeds. 418 passes completed by Manchester United, 426 passes completed by Leeds. Passing accuracy, 79% Manchester United, 78 Leeds in there. 11 fouls for a team which goes by the names of Manchester United, 9 fouls by Leeds. 1 yellow card for Manchester United, 20 Luke Shaw, and 2 yellow cards for a team which goes by names of Leeds in there, 0 red cards, 2 offsides for Manchester United, 3 offsides for Leeds, 5 corners for Manchester United, and 4 corners for a team which goes by the names of Leeds. So that all shows you how competitive this game was, but United really got an edge in there. For a side which goes by names of Leeds, they couldn't really come up through and compete with United, although United was really at a level in there we never expect them to be, because I never really expected to perform like this. I thought we were going to come out and win by 2-1 in there, only that. But all in all, it has gone like that, and the game has ended in the favor of a team which goes by names of Manchester United, winning our first game of the season. Remember, last season, United started off on a bad note after losing to a team which goes by Crystal Palace in there. But I would like to thank the following players. Bruno Fernandes scoring his first ever hat-trick for Manchester United, and he is the 10th player to score a hat-trick into the opening game of the match in there. But Mason Greenwood making a very good run in there. Nice long ball from a man who goes by Pogba, and it went straight into Greenwood. Greenwood runs to the box, boom, into the back of the net, and it was 2-0, 2-1 for Manchester United. But that was a very good response for Manchester United. Leeds, having really gotten an equalizer from a taken shot in there from a guy, a right back who was by Luke Ayling in there. Luke Ayling got an equalizer for Leeds, and just 2 minutes after that, United really went ahead to get back into the lead through Mason Greenwood. Then Bruno came out and scored more 2 in there after scoring those 2 goals, and Freddie sealed it with that nice tap in the a blessing in there, and it went back of the net. But to me, I think United really showed its maturity. Players are showing us that they are slowly improving their game thinking and how their approach for the game. Last season, if at all United had got an equalizer like that, being equalized by Leeds, getting back would have been a very hard thing for United to do. But this time around, United really came back on a very, very appropriate time when it was needed. When it was needed, that's when Mason Greenwood and Paul Pogba linked up and really saw themselves putting United ahead in there. So to me, I really think it's such a very good gesture for Manchester United. What a way to play in there. But I think these things should be rectified at United. One, Maguire and Lindelof, they really looked shaky in there. Lindelof looking to be the weak side, and I think really affected Lindelof when he saw Varane coming on the pitch. He really got to know that I no longer have a starting position at Manchester United, because it's written all over the wall that the next game United is playing against, is it Crystal Palace in there? United is going to be having Lindelof and a man who goes by the names of Rafael Varane and Harry Maguire are going to be into that central defense of Manchester United. The next game against Southampton, maybe there is a game of the Carabao Cup in their League Cup in there, and that's when United will bring in other players in there. But I think Lindelof, it affected him because the atmosphere and how he was welcomed, and how Rafael Varane was welcomed by the Manchester United fans in there, eagerly waiting for him, and it finally happened in there. And I think it's going to affect him psychologically, but he had nothing to do. But he really got a very good assist onto himself into the second half on that fourth goal. The fourth goal that Bruno really came and put in to really give United a comfortable lead over a team which goes by the names of Leeds in there. I really want to see you guys go into the live chat and tell me what you think about this. But Jadon Sancho coming on to make his debut was something great in there, looking to be one of the great players that we've seen in there, coming throughout United. Anton Martial coming in, showing that he's not yet fully fit as we expected him to be, and the manager really said that he'll come in and have some minutes, of which he came in. He had his debut. Now I think we pray to it that United is having the next 3 games, the next 2 games before going to the international break. We are playing Southampton, we are playing Wolves, and we'll be back with Newcastle on the 11th of September. So that means these 2 games that United are having in there are really games that United should use to see to it that they really camp up their squad together. Then, after all that happens, after the so-called international break, when United returns and its players, I think we're really going to be looking great in there. But another player that really impressed me today, Scott McTominay, played really very well. And one thing that impressed me about Freddie Rodriguez is that he has now mastered the art of finishing. That's something you're going to watch a lot this season, because last season he really reached in very many scoring positions and he couldn't put that ball at the back of the net. That is a man who goes by the names of Freddy Rodriguez in there for you. But this time around, he has come through and did the needful and really has come to do the needful in there to do and come up and score all those goals for a team which goes by the Manchester United. Good to see to it that he's doing all that, and I'm really impressed to see to it that a man who goes by the names of Freddie has really scored that goal in there, and United coming in. But the moment of the day, and I think what took the news was this. That was something that is something that most of us were waiting for, and we are surprised that Rafael Varane was unveiled today as a Manchester United player in there. The signing was completed by United in there officially, because Fabrizio Romano came out and said that the signing paperwork had been signed by Manchester United in there. And to me, I think he's really going to be a very good player for United. And I think Ole is really happy to have him in there as a United player. And I think Ole is going to be okay for a team which goes by the name of Manchester United the moment that man partners very well with a man who goes by the names of a man who goes by the names of a man who goes by the names of who is the captain? Harry Maguire. Sorry about that, but Harry Maguire coming on to do great things for Manchester United. Bruno going away with the ball. Rafael Varane being announced as a Manchester United player in there. Bruno Fernandes versus Leeds by numbers. Something great to know about it. 28 passes completed, 21 successful passes, 10 third ball passes, 5 passes into the box, 4 shots on target, 3 chances created, 3 goals in there. Now, going into this, there is something I want us to note about this. That one thing that is happening at United that we will not yet really come on the level to really see to it that we really get a solution to it is one thing. We aren't creating enough for our forwards. United isn't creating enough for its forwards. I don't know what we're really going to do. Maybe when Sancho really comes in and plays off that right side in there, because we don't create clear chances for our forwards. That's why you saw Mason Greenwood, the goal that he scored. It was a long ball delivered by a man who goes on Paul Pogba from the left side of the midfield in there. He ran over the defenders and he put the ball into the back of the net. So it really saw lots of things like that happen into this league. And United needs to create such chances more and more and more. We need to see United creating these chances again and again and again. More over in there. So that's something that we should really come up and appreciate and see to it that put a point on it, because it's not that only other day we are really going to get a run over like we've gotten on a team which goes by the Leeds. Because I know in our next 2 games that we're going to play, we are really going to score 3-4 goals, and fans might really get excited and know that these things can happen on a daily. No, it cannot happen on a daily. So we need to really create great chances. I really need to celebrate all these chances of United that we are scoring when we are all chances that we are creating. If at all, these goals can go in against any team in the Premier League on any other day. The first goal of Bruno Fernandes, the link up between Scott McTominay, Paul Pogba, and Bruno, that can really go through on any other day. Mason Greenwood, 50-50. I don't think if at all it found a very organized defense, he can really go through it in there. But I think that can also 50-50 in there. That of Freddie, yes, on any other day it can go in, because United had a very good build-up and they really laid that ball to Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba really took his time and he laid it to the 18 yards box area, because United had numbers into the 18 yards box area of a team which goes by the names of Leeds in there. Which other one? Yeah, I think 3 of those goals that really went through today can really go in on any team when we are playing them. So I think we need to create more chances in there, and more chances to be created for our forwards in there. Let the Brunos really come in as additives in there. We know he's really a very good goal scorer in there for United, but we need to see more chances being created for the forwards, more than midfielders really scoring, because we've proved it that our midfielders can come in and score goals, but can we really score? Can we really create enough for the so-called forwards of United? Because we'll always criticize them that they are not scoring goals, yet that delivery or supply is really little for them. So to me, I think United played very well today. I really criticized Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for not bringing in the manager Matic and Danny Van Beek, but he proved me wrong because he's the man who really is on the training sessions of Manchester United and he knows who is in a better shape there. So guys, thank you very much for watching it. Smash a like on the video, comment and share. If at all you are new to this channel, please endeavor to subscribe so as not to miss out on stories that we do uploading on daily. Rokani David is my name, aka